Hi guys, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie. So in today's video I'm going to be drafting a gown, and it's going to be a side gathered gown. So if you're interested, keep watching till the end. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, and also share the video as well. So I'll be making use of this brown paper. I'm just drawing a straight line at the upper side to serve as my starting point. So I'll mark a straight line from there all the way to this other side is my pen, and then the next measurement I'll be taking is from the shoulder line to the half length, which is 15 inches. I've already marked there, and then I'll mark from the upper side, from the waistline I mean to say, to 8 inches, which will be for the hip point, and then from the upper side, from the shoulder line all the way to the length of the gown. So the length of the gown is actually more than the pattern paper, so I'm going to be making use of the whole pattern paper, and then I'll add it extra to my original measurements. It's going to be about 43 inches with sewing allowance 44, so I'll add it on the fabric. So the next thing is I'll be dividing the shoulder. Shoulder is 15. I will divide it by 2, and then I'll mark half of the shoulder from there. And the next thing is that from there I will be marking 1 inch for the shoulder slope. I'll mark shoulder slope, and then I'll mark the armhole of 7.5 inches. So I'll mark it there, and I'm just marking my shoulder divided by 2 from there, so that I'll be able to get a straight line. And then I'll use my ruler to connect it from the 1 inch of shoulder slope. I'll connect it to the 7 inches that I marked down. So for the neck width, I'm going to be making use of 4.2. Actually made it of 4.2 because it's going to be like a kind of canoe neckline. It's not going to be deep, and then the neck depth I'm making use of is 2 inches. Okay, so I'm making use of 2 inches. It's not going to be down too deep, so I just use my rule to actually connect it all the way to this side, alright. So I'll be slanting the shoulder slope. I'll slant the shoulder slope, and the next thing is to divide the bust measurement. I divided my bust by 4, and then I added 1.5 inch of sewing allowance on my pattern paper. I also divided the waist measurement by 4. I marked it and also added sewing allowance as well on the waistline of 1.5 inch. And after doing that, I also did the same thing on the hip line. I divided the hip by 4 because it's actually going to be 4 folded into 4, 2 into 4, back into 4, and then I also added 1.5 inch for sewing allowance. So what I have here on the hip line, including the sewing allowance, I'm going to be marking exact thing on the downside of the hem of the dress. Okay, so now I'm going to be connecting all the points together just the same way you see like this. I connect from the bust to the waist, from the waist to the hip, and then to the downside, which is the hem of the dress. And I'm just trying to blend it from here so that it will not be too sharp from that waistline, because I used my rule to actually connect it. So I'm just connecting it to the downside just the same way you see like this. So now after doing that, I'm going to be, because it's going to be like a drop sleeve, drop shoulder, I added 5 inch to it, and I'm going to be connecting the shoulder line, extending it again to the 5 inch that I marked at this other side. Okay, so now I'm going to be connecting it from there all the way to the downside. But the mistake I made here was that I was supposed to like carve it for a bit on the armhole side, which I later on did, because I did not do it in this video. So I just want to let you guys know that I actually did the correction later on. And on this hip point, I'm actually marking 3.5 inches. I'll mark 3.5 inches on the hemline as well, and then I'll continue marking it all the way to the upper side, because I'm going to be cutting that piece. There's going to be a kind of slash spread from this other side of the gown, right? So I'm just connecting it like that with my ruler, and then the other side is going to be like that. It's going to be folded into 2, and then this other side there's going to be like a slash and spread to actually make gathers on the gown. Okay, so now I've connected it. I'm just blending it in, and then just carving it a bit from here because it's not going to be straight. And from this armhole, I decided to just like make it a bit curvy a bit, and then from this side, like I said, I actually later on did the correction from this other downside, and then I'm just going ahead to cut the whole measurement following the marked lines. I'll cut it just the same way you see like this. all the way to the other side as well, the sides, and then this other side. I'll just follow the marked lines on the pattern paper already. So guys, I'm actually done doing that. I'm done cutting the front piece, so I'm just using this one as a template to cut the back. So for the back is going to have a zip, so I've marked the zip and I'll go ahead and cut the neckline is going to be the same as well. So from that waistline I marked it so that I'll know exactly where it's going to actually where I'm actually going to eliminate the zip board. So I'm going to just be slanting it like this. I went in by half of an inch from there, from where the barrel is actually marked. So I'm just slanting it to there and then all the way to this other side to actually eliminate zip board when I actually fix the zip. So I will just go ahead and cut it out just the same way you see me doing in this video. So that's basically what I'm doing. And then after I'm done with that one, the other side is going to be the same thing, right? Because the gathers, the other part is actually going to form the gathers that will be from the sides, and then this one is going to be the mid pieces for both the back and the front. So that's basically it for this tutorial. Thank you so much. Bye.